Last time you guys saw me drive this car, it was on a very wet racetrack, and today we are on a very dry Mulholland Highway. The Challenger is at 4,400 pounds and 707 horsepower with 650 pounds of torque. Just got out of the Alfa Romeo 4C, which is half that weight with manual steering and paddle shifters. This is a stick, and I feel like I'm driving an apartment building right now, but I'll tell you something. If you look at the speedometer, I'm probably going exactly the same speed as I was going in the Alfa.
You are.
Just a lot less dramatic and a lot less frantic. The steering is, compared to the Alfa, I mean, is so amazingly light, and there's not really a ton of feel. But there's so much engine. This one's a stick, which is good. Supercharger whine is serious. Viper gearbox. Oh, it's, you know, 275s at all four corners. It is getting around. People think this car can't handle, but I mean,
it feels so big.
It feels so big, yeah. But it's so fast. Like, it's so big, and yet it's kind of got this effortless speed to it. The brakes are good. Is it staying flat, or is the road banked? I don't know.
It's got some lean to it.
These 15-inch brakes work really good, though, I'll tell you that much. They'd slow this thing down really nice. Okay, so in terms of braking and cornering while braking, it actually works. I mean, it's not ideal, but, you know, the Hellcat, despite what most people think, is a car that can get around a corner, that can stop. The steering feel isn't great, but I do believe the grip is there. The tires give you good auditory feedback. If they break loose, there's a little bit of squeal before. Now let's go back up the hill, and we'll see what happens when I'm going up the Snake under power, and I'll try not to get arrested.
You want to move the camera?
No, leave it. There was a cop at the top of the Snake, so that supercharger whine is very nice. Clutch is really, really light. Nothing like the kind of clutch you would need back in the day to hold 700 horsepower. Gearing is long. Most of the Snake is going to be in second gear. There's so much power here. But there's so much brake, too. It's like those 275s, you don't think they're going to be enough, but wow, that was a BAC mono. But when you, oh yeah, you can overpower the back, that's true. Especially on your way up a hill. There's a 911. There's definitely, the traction control is working really hard at the moment. Let's just say the Hellcat isn't the perfect time attack weapon, but I think that if you actually tried to race someone on a road like this, or keep up with something that is your traditional exotic sports car, I think you'd be pretty surprised at how well it will do. That was a bit of a cut. There's so much power, though, that you almost, I mean, normally in almost any car I'd be using quite a lot of full throttle here. You just don't have to. And also, I would normally be going to third there, and I did not have to do that either. When you have this much horsepower, and there's a Mexican in the road, when you have this much horsepower, it's just, you just never need to use it. It feels like the back is a little eager to rotate up these, and that. Officer get mad at me, I don't know.
I don't think he can see you from there. You can see you from here, though.
He can see me from here. Staying on my side. Well, this thing, it's so good. I wouldn't buy it as a canyon carver, but it really does. When the road is dry, it's got like real grip. As long as you don't use too much throttle, then it has no grip at the rear. But you never need to use too much throttle. You can use half throttle all the time here. Where was he? He's here, yeah. Okay.
He was at the end.
He was at the end. No police.
No longer at the end.
Alright, so conclusion, the Hellcat is impressive. If you don't think it can get around a corner, you are wrong. You just are wrong. You're stuck in 1967, because it absolutely can. Is it the ideal cornering weapon? No. But given that it is 707 horsepower for $60,000 with a pretty darn luxurious interior and a bunch of electronics, I have cooled seats on right now, and it still handles the snake great. I think this thing is a winner. We got to make a full film with this car.
Yes, we do.
All right, you want to drive it?
Yes.
Okay.